Hello and welcome back to Phasmophobia episode 19. We are almost approaching to the big 2-0. The make or break point for my series is we'll see how it goes. We have the daily challenges of surviving a hunting phase, finding a bone, and playing contracts. So let's do that. I've gone through and upped my settings because there was some updates and I figured, well, let's give it a try and see how it goes. And lo and behold, look at the graphics quality. It's only slightly better than it was before, but that's fine. We are getting into it. I am very slightly see-through because of my green screen being what it is, but don't worry about it. I'm slowly working on fixing that. My headphones are starting to fade a bit into the ether, but don't stress too much about it. It'll be right. Okay, we are going to come through here. We've got a high school. Do we want to start off? No, high school intermediate, Edgefield Pro, or Ridgeview intermediate. Well, it looks like we're doing the Edgefield. So this is the flat one, isn't it? Or the very wide one, if I'm not mistaken. We'll take our standard array, 12, 14, 10, 11, 10, and 9. I don't remember what standard array is. I don't use standard array. That's a D&D joke. Take in a photo camera. We don't need two. Lighter, two crook fixes. Let's get ourselves our video camera, the Camry, salt, the smudge stick, two tripods for the good measure. Got a bipod on a bipod to make a tripod. You put two tripods on a tripod, then you get a quadrupod. Okay. Or would it be a... I don't know. Regardless, anyways, yes, we're getting into this mission. But I think I have a chili flake stuck in my teeth. Fantastic. Well, regardless, I've got my cup of coffee. And we are good to go. Hell yeah. But yeah, so either way, I have not really done too much off camera. Like for the first time in ages, I actually played a couple of games with the boys off camera last night. We played, like I said, Starbound. And it was pretty good. But because it was one of those sort of games where, like, immediately when I was soloing it, I was like, this isn't too good, just because I didn't fully understand it all. But now that I actually like had one of the boys come in and be like, "Oh no, you're supposed to like do this, you can do this, etc. This is what you gotta, do." I was like, "Cool. That sounds pretty good, actually. I'm happy with it." Not only that, but they do seem to have the round world styled thing where you go so far to the left, you come around to the right. And luckily, it's actually a bit smaller than I was expecting, so that's not too bad if I do say so myself. Let us take some of these. Okay, they didn't say anything about... Only just a ghost sighting? Right, okay. Let's get into it then, I suppose. In other news, I've started just having like a shirt, like a black shirt, set aside for every time I stream. Oh no, it's the L-shaped. Oh no, this is the paperclip house. Which is kind of weird that it's considered a paperclip, but it's got like the wraparound sort of thing. I should probably turn on my thermometer. I'm good at this. Don't worry. This is my first time playing. Don't be so quick to judge and be mean to me. I promise. I'm new to this. I'm joking, of course, but oh well. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's right. We got locked in here the other day, didn't we? Excellent. Well, good to know we're not getting locked in there again. Righto Taito. Nothing there. I've not seen any drastic temperature changes. Though I did just hear something nearby. Oh, hang on, here we go. There's our bone. And our below 10. Oh boy, it's a garage ghost. Sure. Let's turn on the lights for the way over. So now it's like that. I'll grab a couple of things and then I'll wander my way back over. We'll grab ourselves our smudge stick, not our smudge stick, our crucifix, and we'll grab ourselves our EMF. If I can manage to get all the way over to the room without the lights turning off on me, I'll know, or I'll be comfortable throwing down my camera, my torch. That's the one. I'm forgetting all of the words today. Oh boy. And we have our power in here as well. Actually, that's fantastic for us. Because what that essentially means, I should also probably place the crucifix a bit smarter. Put it here. Because it's probably not going to spawn down the side. Granted, of course, I say that, and chances are it's going to today. But do you mind, Ghost? Wah, 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 wah. It's not very cash money of you, to be honest. On the contrary, it's actually broke money of you, which is the persistent state of which I am in. Alright, well, that should be fine. The other thing I'm going to do quickly, so I do have a filter on my microphone for like -5 gain, because I was told that the microphone was a little bit grainy, almost. But I do believe that is the result of my fan, but for the sake of having the audio volume at the moment, so that way I can actually be heard over the audio of the game, I'm going to remove that and hopefully it works. There's some freezing temps I'm seeing popping up right now. Let me verify, just 100% it. -8. Tell you what, that is below freezing. I can confirm that. Excellent, bit of light flickering. Fun stuff, love it. Feels good to the bones. Let's throw in our freezing temps immediately. Good stuff. That is good to see. I'm hoping that I am not lagging too much, because otherwise I might need to go and fix the settings. Flickering of lights, etc. I'm guessing... I've never actually noticed, does the spirit orbs, do they have to be in the night vision mode? I think it probably might have to be. It's turned on the car again. That's irritating. Spirit box is the other thing I should probably bring in. Jeez. Not happy. Mr. Ghost, do you mind assaulting our eardrums as such? How could you? Frankly, the worst kind of ghost. Now we'll grab this. Close this up. How old are you? Alright, gotcha. Good to know. Alright, let's go look for some orbs. Bada bing. Alright, we got ourselves spirit box. So what does that lead us to believe? Demon, wraith, or a mare? Now we must find out what type of ghost is there. Let's scan the room for some orbs. Ghost orbs. Orbies in my friend's garage. What are they gonna do about it? Not seeing any Orbeez. I'm kind of betting it might be writing. Let's take this motion sensor and a photo. It seems that ironically upping the quality of the rendering has given it this sort of weird kind of effect to it. Right, okay. Let's see. Let's take in this. How's our sanity looking? It's still 86. None of the options is a spirit, is it? Wah, wah, wah. Do you mind burping in my ear like that? How could you? Have some manners, sir. Can't run, can't run. It is the spirit riding, or ghost riding, that makes it a demon. Fantastic. Wispy wisp. Nope. Odd. Disappointment. Occasionally when you see the wisps in the air, it might have actually just been me. That probably would have been. Okay, yeah, because you can see ghost wisps in the air. Probably turn on my light there. Yeah, there we go. There we go, ghost. G'day, mate. How's it going? You know, it's kind of odd that, ironically, the more I stream over time, the more Australian I actually become. Like, I used to never say something like the lines like "G'day, mate," sort of stuff. Demon. Right, well, we got the photo of the ghost. We picked up the bone. Though I have found that mate is my response when I start to get very pissed off. So maybe it's just an inbuilt thing in my genetics or something. I don't know. Well, regardless, we got all the stuff. We're not going to get dirty water, so let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle, skadoodle. 10 minutes on the clock, and we've already got one mission finished. That's what I like to see. Bada bing. So that should be good. Let's take a look at some of the settings and see if we can stop that weird reflectiveness. Let's select, well, we'll check the jobs. Brownstone Pro. Okay, let's do a Brownstone Pro. Why not? Therm, we'll take all of our sanity pills because for good measure. Take in one of them. Photo cameras, a lighter. Take in our crucifixes and video camera. Spirit box, no. Salt smudge stick. Tripods. Strong flashlight, motion sensor. But I'm going to mix it up a tad. And we're going to add in an extra ghost writing book, I think. Anything else worth checking? We'll take in a couple. We'll take in an extra EMF. You know what? Screw it. Let's max out the writing books and EMFs. Okay, turns out we already have. Oh boy. Alright. There we go. Ready up and let's get into it. So, yeah, in larger rooms, having multiple books just basically speeds up the process of getting all of that done. In other news, I've started, like, because I've got my table where that holds my fan and everything, it creates this kind of small gap that I have to squeeze through every time I want to go over to my bed. And I've slammed my leg into that small gap many, many times. And I've got this, like, decent, well, I say decent, it's only, like, that long size slice along my knee, which is absolutely fantastic. I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately. The way he said that kind of gave off the whole "my father was lost in the war" sort of vibe of like, chill out, it's all good. I'm the ghost finder man. It's what I do. I find ghosts. I'm a professional. Leave it to me. Unless you're going to tell me where exactly I can find this ghost, it's chill. Now, to be fair, I think that nothing else to report is just like, it's just a standard ghost. Could be aggressive, could just not be. Find out yourself, essentially. Alright, are we going to have a gymnasium ghost? We shall not. We're going to have first room ghost? Of course we aren't. That would be too lucky of us, to be honest. To be frank. Nothing in here. It was showing... Oh no, we got 13s here as well. I was going to say, it's showing 13s over there. Maybe that's early on, like the early foyer ghost temperature. But I don't think so. I think's not. Nothing in here. Got like this annoying bit of like skin flappy bit on my finger. I just got rid of it though. Because it's like my pointer finger, so my pointer and my middle finger tend to rub together when they're just sitting on my mouse. Anyways, Okay, so no ghosticles over here just yet. Every time I see a door, like, I used to not be surprised by the door, but since I was watching Xena a bunch, he kept getting tripped up by the door being on the ground. He's like, oh, the door's open, the door's open. Oh, no, it's not, never mind. And now I've been getting tripped up because of it. You know, we've been getting a lot of teacher or faculty female bathroom ghosts. That's the one to the right side of the building, up essentially that way, up and to the right. We've been getting a lot of them. So my bet is we might have another one of those at this rate. But at the same time, that's anecdotal evidence and nothing to actually be going off of. Squeaky squeak squeak. I don't know where the squeaking is coming from. We're on a tiled area. Wooden squeaks usually would be heard, you know, in the gymnasium. Or the gym, if you will. I'm not really one for calling it a gymnasium. It's all a little bit posh and uptight for me, to be honest. But whatever floats your goat. Oh, there's a ring. Excellent. Guess I'll check this room, even though I believe this is the cafeteria. Nope, it's not. Cafeteria's upstairs. Or on the other side. Suppose let me listen for the ringing over this side. If there's no ringing over this side, or if it's very quiet, it means it's on the other side of the... It's the other side upstairs. A ring. Hello. Hello, yes, this is police. Sure, I'm not going to regret skipping that one room that's there. I'm starting to get the vibe it's an upstairs ghost at this rate, not gonna lie. Like, I didn't fully catch which direction the ringing from the phone was coming from, but I'm willing to bet at this rate it might be an upstairs to the right ghost. Oh no, the ghost has possessed that door and has made it open in the opposite direction. That would be actually an insane prank on someone. You just take their door and flip it so instead of it being an open, like a push door, it's a pull door. Like, that would be fucking amazing as a prank. Granted, you'd have to put it on the other side of the doorstop, because usually there's like the section, like, yeah, there, that like comes out. You would have to put it on the other side. So it would be noticeable if someone's paying actual attention. But otherwise, they're just gonna like go for their door. Firstly, they'd probably be like, oh, why is my door on the, or like, it feels so far away. And then they realize that it's because, well, firstly, it is far away. But secondly, joke's on them, it's no longer a pull door, it's a push door. Or the other way around, I guess. Pranking tips with Zach, the master of pranks. The person who doesn't really ever prank anyone because... I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been making YouTube videos, my pranking instinct has been kicking up. Oh no, here's the cafeteria. Okay. We didn't really have a cafeteria back at my high school. Like, we had the canteen, which was like our, like, if you want to go and buy something, you can. But we didn't have a cafeteria where we all had to eat. We had just, like, our own individual areas for, like, you know, year 7s eat here, year 8s eat here, year 9s eat here. And it's just like, you know, essentially like year 7s eat in the back paddock. Year 9s would eat, you know, next to this building in the little area there. Year 10s and 11s, or year 10s would eat like in this spot. Year 12s would eat wherever the fuck they want because they're year 12s. No, but no, to be fair, year 12s had a very certain spot. It was like, it was underneath like an intersection of like multiple, like, there's like pathways, and because they were like they were high pathways in terms of like, is it that room or is it the one over here? I think it's this one. Did I walk past? Is it actually the one back there? You're kidding me. Of course, I'm like, oh no, I won't check that room. I won't need to. Yeah, no, but the place where we chilled for as being year 12s was pretty nice. We got shade. Ghost. Where art thou, ghost? That was very close to my ear, like over here. Maybe I'll check down this way. I'm actually legitimately confused. Usually by now I would have expected to have seen some, you know, very heavy drop in temperature. Well, I know my plan. If it starts hunting, I'm gonna fucking spin and run that way. $13.1. Is it downstairs? I don't think it is. I'm hearing the door move, is the thing. Or rather, I'm hearing a door move. It's very odd. I did hear the audio up along this area. Granted, I heard it back there as well, but this is where I first heard it. I don't actually really ever come into this room here, to my knowledge. Looks like a science lab, I'm guessing. Given the presence of, like, water sinks and such. I suppose there's no other alternative sink variety. At least in terms of that form of sink. Geometry. Fantastic. Love me a book of geometry. Love me some geometricalisms. Wander, wander, wander. Where the ghost is yonder. I don't really know. Because this ghost, it blows. Sounded like it opened one of these, but these things don't have the sound. Well, it's just gonna be just like one room that somehow I missed. Yeah, like, you can hear that, right? Over the... Which actually I'll turn down just a tad. Sounds like it's coming from this side. $13.0. No. Ah, here it is. Apparently, I just didn't notice the door that was open that was very strongly negative that had, you know, the light on. Right. Okay, well, there's our room. I call BS because the audio sound positioning was coming from over here by the sounds of it. In before somehow I just managed to put my headphones on backwards. That would actually be quite concerning if I did that. But microphone is on the left side because it's supposed to flick down, and if it was on the other side, it would flick to the back. And it is a microphone and not a headrest, so Take that for what you will. Ooh, a bit of lag there, jeez. Man, I wonder which room it is. Well, on the bright side, I suppose, we can see that now. Shame you can't throw stuff. Just like a lob something up through the window. That would actually be kind of cool. I would like that. Okay, EMF. Take one of these. How's our sanity looking? It's low enough that we need some pills. Grab you. I think actually, let's play it dangerous for the moment, and let's take up one of these. Because the sooner we get... Because this is one of those sort of things where we can't... If we drop it, it's going to be... Like, we can't swap to other stuff, essentially. So we have to walk with this in our hand. Should be right, though, I reckon. Because, you know, we are, in fact, the Ghost Masters. Let's go. I'm trying to check how that actually... No, that actually ruins our green screen... Green screen. It ruins our green screen quality. So let's turn that down just a tad. I also can't see shit while I've got these glasses on. At least in terms of the game. So you're going to have to deal with the slight amount of shadowing that for some reason is ambient in my room. It's the one over here. Alright. If it starts hunting, we are screwed. Yeah, we'll throw that there, sure. Saving power by turning off lights in rooms that aren't needed. We are good people. I really wish they did upgrade these skyboxes, though. Like, a proper nice looking skybox would be kind of cool. Like, not this, like, it's very bright and blue. Having, like, an actual proper, like, dark, like, fully built skybox that moved. That, or even if it didn't move, but, like, had stars in the sky and didn't have just a weird blob, had an actual proper moon. That would be, like, really good. I'd like that. I wonder if it's possible to mod Phasmophobia to add skyboxes, or to fix skyboxes, rather. Was that an orb? It is an orb. Very nice. We got our freezing temperatures. We got orbs. It could be a phantom, a mare, or a Ure. Excellent. I've been hearing a lot of door movement, so we'll take in one of these. Feels good to me. What do we got? EMF, motion sensor. Alright, well, I'll drop that there then. Let's take in the motion sensor. We'll have to walk around with the EMF. Our sanity is still pretty high, so it shouldn't hunt. We're playing it dangerous here. We did take in a few things, so there's a fair chance that if we're bad, we might be messed up. But it's the type of ghost where we can just run, so we should be right. Nice. Okay, so double light power. Not only do we have one torch, but we've got two of them! I heard you like torches, so we put more torches into your torches. Bada bing. Come on, Mr. Ghost Man. Hope you don't mind that we're going to do a scan over of everything and make sure you haven't been putting fingies everywhere. Thank you, oh, it's a madam. Madam Ghost. Hello. There you go, Madam Ghost. It's okay. Submit the photo. Shame EMF isn't going off, despite the fact you would very much expect it to. Now, where did I put my purple torch? There's my purple torch. Fantastic. Now, I'm not seeing any handprints, so I'm willing to believe that it is not fingies. Yep. Alright. My bet is on not fingies. We know it's still freezing. I can drop that there. Yep, cool. Let's head back and let's see what we can bring in. So, we got motion sensor already in place. EMF was the other thing that we needed to make sure actually occurs. But I'm going to take a wild guess and say, let's go and let's drop down some crucifixes, I think is our next play. The fact that we don't have crucifixes yet is a tad concerning, especially given the amount of stuff we did bring in for this time. Give me a moment to blow my nose. Alrighty. But we should be right. My headphones are getting a bit wacky on my face. What day is it today? Like, date. It is the 28th. So, 3 days until New Year's. Oh boy. Let's take up, I believe we said, crucifixes. Though, if we down some sanity pills... So I'm thinking that might be a Uray, to be honest. The fact that... What is it? It's... Urays are messing with the sanity. Demons, it hasn't attacked yet, and the mare... Was it because it's mare, demon, or Phantom, mare, or Uray? Okay. Phantom... Oh, maybe it's a Phantom. Orbs, EMF, and freezing. Mare. I don't think it's the mare. Huh. I already might have thrown a crucifix up there. Oh no, it's there. I'm blind. Never mind. Sometimes it is how it be, though. Don't stress too much about it. Okay. This run isn't really going to gain us anything. This run going up to here into the house isn't going to do too much for us. But that's fine. At the end of the day, what it does for us is ensure that we can continue to do more runs because we won't be dead. So, take that for what you will, I do suppose. This is the sort of situation where having more people is useful, though. Just for the pure amount of stuff that you can bring up. Like, even assuming everyone has a torch, everyone has their camera. If they've got their head camera, it doesn't take up a slot. And not only that, but also you can look through the head cam to find the orbs, if I'm not mistaken. So you find orbs, and that still leaves 2 inventory slots for everyone else to have. So you can then take up EMF and say, you know, okay, sure, I guess that one will go over there. Yeah, you take up EMF and you take up whatever else, you know. Still no still no fingies everywhere. Nothing on the light switch. Okay. What was the other thing I needed to do? EMF. Where is it? EMF. EMF. Do we have ourselves the EMF? EMF just isn't going off by the looks of it. Could be that there's no ghost activity at the moment. Don't know. Don't really care. It'll be a lot easier to find if we're actually experiencing a ghost event. I can grab the EMF and actually take a look. Occasionally it does seem to break, but it'll be right. Got that nice chilliness going because of my fan. I was saying this earlier, I do quite enjoy or prefer the cold over the hot, despite living in Australia. I mean, actually, to be fair, that probably is why I prefer the cold over the hot, because I experience the hot so often that it's just not what I like. Granted, I'm pretty sure I haven't really turned off this fan for the past, well, apart from having it unplugged while I shuffle power plugs around. It hasn't. I haven't actively turned it off for months. Like it's just a passive thing that just is keeping on going, just to keep that air circulation around. I mean, of course, I turn it off as I, go out and do things, as in like leaving the house. But I don't leave the house, so take that for what you will, I do suppose. Okay, so we got both of those. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We can get back in there once we find this last bit of, what's the word? Once we find our last bit of evidence, that's the one, then we can easily make sure we're all good. That's one thing that, since I don't really play solo, or since I don't play multiplayer, I don't really get to ever have the fun of like, oh boy, it's hunting and I just got out of the building, sort of thing. Because I think it's like the closer I am to the door, I think it has like this an exponential scale where it goes up, and then if I'm close enough to get out, it drops down, so it won't hunt if I'm about to leave. But if I'm walking over to the door, then it will have a higher chance of hunting, I do guess. How old are you? Alright, cool. Spirit box. Boopity bop. And let's find ourselves an EMF. Give us a sign. Give us a sign. Yep, there we go. Alright. I've got no reason to stay. Right, we got our interaction there. Spirit box. It's a mare. Alright. Catch you later. We got EMF, we got everything we need. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Okay. So, off the top of my head, we didn't find the bone, we didn't find a Ouija board, we got about 3 photos, I think that accurately counted as something. We did all of the tasks, and we got the type. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 photos that counted. I'm going to call about $205 or so, roughly. That feels about where that's going to be bringing us. We're easily over 200, I reckon. The photos, whilst they're good to have, don't add too much. Pretty sure they, like, for each photo, I think you get $5 roughly. And then that is then later applied to the multiplier. So it's not a big deal. It can be useful, but I wouldn't really consider it a game changer. Put the spirit box in, and it's a mare. Alright, easy peasy. 205, I'm counting. 250, oh boy. Huh. I'll tell you what. Apparently, I underestimated the value of the photos. Who would have known? Maybe interactions are 5 and the ghost itself is 10. That might be what it is. So we've got 5, 5, and 10, bringing it to a 20. And then if we do the rough calculation, 30, 50, 60, 80, 90. 90 times roughly 2.5-ish brings us to 250. Assuming that it rounds up. Okay, well, that worked for us. Edgefield, amateur. I'm gonna pass. Grafton. Yeah, let's do a Grafton. Why not? Let's add equipment. Let's do our therm. We'll just take in all of our sanity pills. Glow stick. Photo camera. Take in 2, because I don't remember if Grafton is the one where we have all of our voodoo dolls. Lighter, crucifixes, video camera, salt, smudge sticks, tripods, boop, bop, bam. There we go, ready up and start. I have like the rough, like, mental list of things to do. Put gel in last night. Or yesterday, rather. And, well, I put it in and then I fell asleep. Now my gel is still in my hair. I need to wash it. I'll probably wash it after stream. Don't like having dirty hair. But given I like wash my hair roughly like once every 3 or 4 days, the first day I always hate it because it just forms this garbage kind of shape. And it doesn't tend to behave when it's wet, so I have to properly brush it back and get it all looking nice. But after that, it tends to get a bit better. How is it that I'm on the blue light and yet I still look red? Why do I look red? Like, I sit back and it makes my face actually look red. What is my camera doing? I don't know. Salt crucifix motion sensor. Good to know. Okay, grab our torch. Grab our torch. Boop, bop. Turn that on. And we are going into... Actually, I didn't check. Oh, excellent. So this is the pew 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 sort of one. LT. Alrighty. 20, 70, 15. There we go. 13. I tend to find it does end up in this room quite often. Give me a moment to clear my throat. 13. Excuse me. 13, 15, 14. I'm betting it seems like it might be an upstairs ghost. No power switch here. 13. Huh. Interesting. Fascinating, almost. 15, 16, 13. As my phone goes off, Zine is playing with sparkles today. Good to know, indeed. So we got one voodoo doll. There's a second voodoo doll in the other room, if I remember. I should actually probably look at our temperature. I've kind of, as I like think about the voodoo doll and such, I just tend to stop paying attention to the actual temperature of the room. Nothing in here. Well, that's fine. I don't actually tend to get it in that room very often. It's always in a bedroom. Ah, there's our bone. Boopity bop. Gotcha. Thank you. Good. Good, Anakin. Good. There we go. Voodoo dolls. So that should be 2 interactions and a bone. Yep. That is how it be occasionally. Not bad. I'm happy with this. Alright. Nothing there. That's all good. They just vibing. Righto. Is it a bathroom ghost? No, it's probably over here. But I did see it drop to 10. Yeah, no, it is a bathroom ghost. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. Let me just verify against the other rooms, just to be certain. Yep, nope, it's a bathroom ghost. That bottle just rolled. Cool. Question is, do I want to keep my camera on me? Not yet. I am going to turn this on, because this is actually the only light I actually need to get up there, which is actually brilliant. Because it means that I don't need to worry about bringing my torch in, which is fantastic. Now, for some reason, it says my stream is experiencing issues every once in a while. I should actually probably show how much CPU usage is being, or how much CPU usage there is. Alright, we should be right. Okay. Let's take in the EMF. It's a bit of a smaller room. So we'll take in one of these, and I'll bring up another one in a moment. I am lagging on here, though, which is a tad odd. Give me a moment. Let me just tab out real quick. Bring me back. Can I see my desktop, please, game? Or I guess I can't. Fantastic. Oh boy. Because I don't actually know how much CPU is being used at the moment. Shouldn't be too much. Let's bring up my task manager real quick. Yeah, so Streamlabs, I'm believing, is showing me the CPU usage of both the game and also of itself, because it's roughly balancing around that area. Phasmo's using most of my CPU at the moment. I don't understand why there's much lag. Of course, there's not much lag now that I bring up my actual task manager here. But that is what it is, I guess. Let me just shrink this over to the side. Hold on just a moment. There we go. I'll put that up just about there. Perfect. So I can still see my feed. I can still see all my stats and my replay and everything. It's just taking up the middle section of my feed, which we don't really ever have to worry about too much. Okay. Hello, Mr. Ghost Man, or woman, whatever. I'm here to hunt ghosts and do what is needing to be done. Do you mind? I don't have my bloody camera on me. Do you mind, sir? Or madam, or whatever. Okay, camera can go there. Oop, click that one on. Okay, that's fine. Let's move this spoon out of the way so it's not jabbing me in the face. Okay, we'll grab the other one of these. Grab you. Grab you. Turn you on. Place you there. Bada bing, bada boom. That is how it be. Creak, 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 creak. Speaking of creaks, I watched Wolf Creek the other day. It was an odd movie. Not the sort of thing I was expecting to see, but sure. Like, I was expecting a nice... Like, to be fair, I expected that we were going to be watching something chill, because we were chilling there, and Brett's like, oh yeah, no, this movie messed me up, and I'm like, why are we watching this on Christmas? because I ended up spending Christmas with Matt and also Brett, since those two are around often enough, so they're basically family anyways. But no, it's chill. I'm not seeing any orbs. It's difficult to see orbs like this. Because orbs can just be moving around. You have to be paying a lot of attention. And I still have a lot of shit on my screens. So I need to wipe my screen down at some point. Okay, I guess we'll take up that. And crucifix, salt, motion sensor. Sure, we'll do motion sensor. That shouldn't be too hard. So we've got motion sensor, box, and salt. So I wonder, are you here? Right, so if it reads me, if it understands me saying something, it'll still stop, which is odd because, you know, I've had it in the past where for some reason... Don't make me grab my bloody camera. Jesus Christ. Scanning. Fingerprints. No fingerprints yet. That one can go there. Grab my camera, just in case he starts messing around with that. Alright. How old are you? Adult. Excellent. Good to know. So that's Spirit Box. So we have... Was that freezing in Spirit Box? Not freezing yet. Sir, do you mind? Okay. We're still getting a little bit of lag on Streamlabs. Hopefully that doesn't reflect too hard on the actual video itself, because that's supposed to be a preview. So, I don't actually really know. Crucifix motion sensor, salt. Salt is the other thing. Grab some salt, grab a rave stick. So let me throw in, at the corner of my eye, I can still check. So we had ourselves Spirit Box. That's it. Where's our EMF? Up there's an orb. Ghost, orbs, poltergeist, djinn, or a mare. Are we having a poltergeist, perhaps? Is this a poltergeist situation? There's our boop. Excellent. What does a poltergeist require? Fingies. Excellent. Well, we need to get some fingies then, don't we? It's fine. We've got our rave stick. Okay. No, it's all light. Oh, that's from the torch being kind of wacky. Because the torch is like in the ground. Okay. Light on. Excelente. Now we can grab this. Do a bit of a scan over. Probably turn off the light, all things considered. I'll keep the door open. There's a boopy bop. 3. Do you mind, sir? Four. Right. Still not seeing fingerprints. Huh. What an irritation. I'm thinking it might end up being EMF 5, to be honest. We haven't seen any fingerprints showing up anywhere out here. We've just seen him tossing a lot of stuff here is the thing. Not seeing any footprints either by the looks of it. I think he just walked in another one. He likes to spawn over here, so maybe I'll move over this way. That way I've actually got time to be able to, you know, take photos and such. Show yourself. Hey. That better count as footprints. Interaction footsteps. Yes, there we go. Show yourself. Show yourself. Come out for a photo. Oh, there's a bit of lag with some reflection going on there, it seems. Seeing the weird, wacky reflection. Okay, I might need to turn that off. Because that's like reflection or something. Oh, hello there, sir. Good day. You look like you got carried by a fucking car underneath the bull bar, or like holding onto the bull bar. That's enough of your presence. What do we got? We're getting a few photos here, actually. Damn. And I should probably have brought my EMF here. Where's my camera? Give us a sign. I should probably continue to check for fingerprints and such. 2. Now, it was doing stuff over here by the sounds of it. Well, there goes the power. That's an irritation. Don't think I noticed where the power was. Is it in here, perhaps? It is in here. The power's still on. I guess he just turned it off. Alrighty. Good to know. Good to know indeed. Should probably check this light switch for fingerprints then. Do you mind, sir? I'm trying to enjoy a nice chill out sesh. And I can't really do that if you're sitting there turning off the lights. EMF 5, interesting. So it wasn't fingerprints, it's not a poltergeist. Go figure. Maybe the poltergeist thing is bugged, because I don't think we've ever gotten a poltergeist before, have we? EMF 5, that makes it a djinn. It's a territorial ghost. And it moves very quickly to try and catch up with us. And as always, and as to be expected with this webcam, we have a bit of weird chroma key filtering stuff. Let's try and fix that just a tad. Color spell reduction, turn that up. Yeah, that feels good actually. Maybe I should be using color spell reduction. Smoothness. Nope, that's too smooth. That's not smooth enough. Okay, similarity. Nope, that includes me. Smoothness up just a tad. Smoothness down just a tad. Alright, that's probably as good as we're going to get. Okay, well that kind of works anyways. I've got this weird sort of halo around me by the looks of it. I'm guessing that's from the shadow behind me. Given my shadow does kind of produce or like project upwards. Alright, Jin, we've done everything here. We've got a bunch of photos. That sounds like a successful run to me. Not bad indeed. It was a Jin, $250. That's good stuff. I would go so far as to say. Now, let me also quickly check something, because my storage file for all of my videos is getting quite full. I don't quite like that, to be honest. User profile. What else can I delete real quick? Origin games. There's nothing in there. Steam library. Steam apps. Common. Let's delete Bioshock Infinite. I don't need to play Bioshock Infinite. Among Us I can delete. Celeste. I'll keep Celeste for now. Genital jousting. Let's keep that. ILYCS. I don't remember what that is. What is ILYCS? Ah, it's the Colonel Sanders dating game. That was an interesting game. I'll delete that. I played that with some of the boys one night. It was very, very interesting. Deleting Portal 2. Stick fight. Steam VR performance test. That's will keep that. Worms Clan Wars. Let's delete that. Alright. Sounds good to me. That should hopefully have cleared up my PC a little bit at least, so I can continue to stream. Okay. Let's continue it up. Let's drop back out of this real quick, and let's come over here to the graphics. Anisotropic filtering, ambient occlusion. Bloom was the one. Bloom gave us this weird sort of brightness that I didn't like. Like, I kind of like the blinds being nice and dark, so I can actually, like, you know, read it properly. Anti-aliasing, soft shadows. Let's go hard shadows, and then we'll go. Don't really have any way to change the reflection quality, or at least not to my knowledge. Okay, well, we've finished all of our daily challenges. Now the question is, do we want to wrap up here and move over to Monster Sanctuary and just do like a rapid shot of like a bunch of different games? That might be an option. Yeah, alright, I might do that. Because as much as I enjoy playing this, I only really have so much of it in me at a given time. So, thank you for coming out. As always, I very much appreciate it. All that good sort of stuff. If you've been here for a moment, or the entire stream, I always appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to probably finish up here and move over to a different game. So, thank you for coming out. And as always, I've already said it, but thanks for coming out. I'll catch you later. Thank you and goodbye.